question. We close our eyes and envision the quintessential luxury sedan. It's the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Comes to mind. Not only has it been the brand's flagship for decades, but it has continuously delivered cutting-edge tech and first-class comfort. Whether relaxing in the Sonder class's roomy rear seat or guiding the tastefully styled land yacht down the street, passengers are treated to a leather-lined interior with many large screens and too many touch controls. Despite some overly complicated features, the S-Class packs a trio of unique all-wheel drive powertrains. The S500 has a silken 429 horsepower turbocharged straight-six, and the S580 has a hearty twin-turbo V8 with 496 horses. The S580e plug-in hybrid pairs the Turbo 6 with an electric motor. While the V8-powered S580 is slightly quicker, it can't match the PHEV's fuel economy, including a notable 58 miles of electric-only highway range. Regardless of what's under the hood, every 2024 Mercedes-Benz S-Class handles well and rides even better. Sure, other luxury sedans like the BMW 7 Series and Genesis G90 have similar traits, but neither can match the Mercedes' long-standing magic. Mercedes offers the S-Class sedan with either a 429 horsepower turbocharged 3.0-liter inline six-cylinder engine on the S500 or a 496 horsepower twin-turbo 4.0-liter V8 on the S580. Both powertrains are supplemented by a 48-volt hybrid system and pair with a 9-speed automatic transmission and 4MATIC all-wheel drive. The S580e plug-in hybrid uses an inline-six and an electric motor to pump out 510 horsepower. All-wheel drive is standard here as well. We've luxuriated in the S-Class sedan and put our test equipment on every model, all of which have delivered impressive acceleration. At our test track, the six-cylinder S500 hit 60 miles per hour in 4.5 seconds. Plug-in hybrid S580e did it in 4.2, and the V8-powered S580 managed a 3.9-second time. While every S-Class rides on an air suspension, the optional E-Active body control has a curve function that subtly leans the car into corners. The S-Class can also be equipped with an all-wheel steering system that makes the big-bodied Merc surprisingly easy to maneuver in tight spaces. Redesigned just last year, the 2024 Genesis G90 continues in its role as the automaker's flagship and most luxurious sedan. The styling bears a familial resemblance to the G80 sedan and GV80 SUV, primarily in its stacked gun-slit headlamps and modified pentagonal grille. The G90 retains a few unique identifiers to signal its status. Power is provided by a 375 horsepower twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6, but a high-output 409 horsepower version fitted with an electric supercharger, in addition to the turbos, is available for buyers looking for maximum thrust. Both provide the type of smooth, velvety power required to compete in the class, and the opulent cabin follows through on the promise. Nappa leather upholstery is standard, as are massaging front seats and genuine wood trim. Unexpected features include an onboard fragrance diffuser that can fill the space with a relaxing scent, while an air purifier works to prevent odors from outside from filtering in. The G90 provides a ride and handling balance worthy of an executive sedan, but the chassis tuning is just a tad less sharp than the best from Europe. With the previous G90's 5.0-liter V8 engine out of the picture, the 2024 model comes equipped with a twin-turbo V6 offered in two potencies, 375 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque in the base version, and 409 ponies and 405 pound-feet in the E-supercharged model. The latter uses an electric supercharger and a 48-volt hybrid system to make the additional power. Both engines pair with an 8-speed transmission and all-wheel drive. With the higher output engine under its hood, the G90 rocketed to 60 miles per hour in 5.1 seconds. Impressive for such a large sedan. Having all 405 pound-feet of torque checked in for duty at a low 1300 RPM makes quick work of hustling the G90's heft around town. An air suspension is standard on the E-supercharged, and a chauffeur driving mode is intended to create an extra smooth experience for passengers. Our time behind the wheel of a G90 E-supercharged with air springs impressed us with a superb ride and effortless acceleration. handling isn't sports sedan crisp, but it's admirable for its size. It doesn't lean in the corners like an old-school land yacht. Acceleration aside, the G90's opulent interior, comprehensive list of standard features, and relaxing demeanor are its hallmark qualities. Drivers looking for enthusiast-level involvement, however, should look elsewhere. Blending old-school elegance with modern German technology, the 2025 BMW 7 Series looks like a boxy throwback on the outside, but is flush with standard high-end amenities and leading-edge tech on the inside. The 7 Series' extensive list of luxury equipment includes leather or optional cashmere upholstery, an 18-speaker Bowers & Wilkins audio system, audiophiles can upgrade to a 36-speaker setup, and available electrically powered doors that close at the touch of a button, like those on a Rolls-Royce. A 375 horsepower turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-six is standard. Models with this engine are designated 740i and is assisted by a 48-volt hybrid system. Rear-wheel drive is standard with this setup, but all-wheel drive, BMW calls xDrive, is optional. Plug-in hybrid 750e xDrive is available too, and is powered by a 483 horsepower powertrain, consisting of a turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-six and an electric motor. The Top Dog 760i xDrive is powered by a 536-horsepower twin-turbocharged 4.4-liter V8 and comes standard with all-wheel drive. This engine also uses a 48-volt hybrid system. We were able to sample the 760i xDrive and noted its silky operation as well as muscle car acceleration. The 7 Series comes standard with an air suspension, and BMW has incorporated a rear-wheel steering system and adaptive dampers into the chassis as well. As a result, the car feels more agile than its size would suggest, remains more focused on comfort than athleticism. It missed a year of production, but the AMG S63 Super Sedan is back in a major way. Making use of the Mercedes-Benz S-Class's 7th generation architecture, the S63 brings the glitz with more go than ever, thanks to a new plug-in hybrid powertrain. Mercedes has dropped the previously offered coupe and convertible body styles and will offer the S63 as a sedan only, at least for now. Under the bonnet sits a familiar twin-turbo V8 that, with the help of AMG's rear electric motor, now produces a combined 791 horsepower and an astounding 1,055 pound-feet of torque for its all-wheel drive system to try to put to the road. To ensure the S63 can get to speeds high enough to escape rising interest rates, AMG will allow its big battery luxury sedan to reach speeds up to 180 miles per hour. As a chariot for the wealthy with maximum performance in mind, the new AMG S63, quick and comfy way to usher in the industry's electrified future. For a long time, the Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1 team has worked to develop a high-performance battery that could deliver consistent performance at the highest level of motorsports. Now folks who drive on the road bear the fruit of these efforts with the new hybridized powertrain found in the AMG S63e Performance. The most powerful S-Class ever offered is propelled by a 603 horsepower twin-turbo V8 engine up front, with help from a 188 horsepower motor for the rear axle. Their combined efforts produce 791 horsepower and 1,055 pound-feet of torque, the sedan's all-wheel drive system to process. A 9-speed, dual-clutch automatic transmission, while a 2-speed transmission is integrated at the rear axle for the electric motor, handles shifting, and to help this barge of power navigate traffic and parking spots, AMG includes rear axle steering as standard equipment. We estimate that the S63 can make it to 60 miles per hour in just 2.8 seconds. That's quicker than the feistiest version of the standard Benz S-Class, which took 3.9 seconds to reach 60 miles per hour in our testing. Given the massive power available to hurl it down the road, we suspect that S63e Performance will be even quicker than its maker claims. The S63 uses an AMG Ride Control air suspension, AMG Active Ride Control stabilization, and rear axle steering as standard equipment, which makes the S63 feel easy to maneuver. The Audi A8 possesses all the defining full-size luxury sedan traits. A spacious and quiet interior, reserved and stately styling, a suitable if not segment-leading powertrain, and a comparably spry chassis. If there is a chink in its armor, it's that it flies too far under the radar to generate the same excitement as the latest versions of the BMW 7 Series and the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, its chief rivals. The Audi's sole engine is a 335 horsepower turbocharged V6, and while it's swift and silent, both the BMW and Benz run more powerful turbocharged inline sixes. All incorporate a 48-volt hybrid assist. On the other hand, the A8 base price is significantly less than its Euro flagship competitors, and even well-heeled buyers know a good deal when they see one. And the A8's engine is still powerful enough to exercise its all-wheel drive chassis when the opportunity arises, particularly on long, gently winding roads. Available dynamic all-wheel steering enhances its capabilities, but buyers who just can't come to terms with writing the check without a V8 under hood and a sharper chassis underneath should check out its high-performance S8 sibling, which we review separate. What's new for 2025? The A8 lineup receives a smattering of cosmetic and feature updates for 2025. The black optic package receives new 21-inch double-spoke wheels in a bicolor finish to complement the black brake calipers and blackout trim bits. Dynamic all-wheel steering is now standard on the luxury package, and the use of leather expands to cover the top of the dashboard and doors. The executive package now includes Valcona leather, heated rear seats, a head-up display, and HD Matrix Design LED headlights. The long wheelbase A8L gets a standard heated steering wheel and 20-inch bicolor alloy wheels. All A8 models now have the HomeLink buttons repositioned to the rearview mirror, and a Madeira brown exterior finish has been added to the palette. A turbocharged 335 horsepower V6 augmented by a 48-volt hybrid system is the sole engine option. The sportier S8 rocks a turbocharged V8 rated for 563 horsepower. An 8-speed automatic transmission and all-wheel drive are standard. In our hands, the A8 dashed from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.3 seconds, trailing the last 6-cylinder Mercedes-Benz S500 we tested by a few tenths. The Audi's engine is a smooth operator above all, thanks in part to the extensive sound deadening measures. Plus, with all 331 foot-pounds of torque available at a low 30-70 RPM, you don't need to flog the engine in normal driving to extract zippy acceleration. An adjustable air suspension and adaptive dampers are standard, and, like all Audi sedans, the A8 is tuned for a brand-specific blend of athleticism and ride comfort that transcends the empirical spec sheet data.